Hey there everybody and welcome. Today I'm going to present a full solo playthrough of Castles of Burgundy with the Châteauma Solo, as well as the Vineyards Expansion, the White Castles Expansion, the additional Hex Tiles Expansion, possibly an expansion player board, depending upon what comes up randomly. A lot of expansions are going to be in this playthrough. Now, as you can see, I'm using the program I wrote to play the game that I've since enhanced to accommodate the Vineyards expansion. It will ensure I don't make any mistakes as I play the game. In my last video of a Châteauma playthrough, I provided a pretty thorough tutorial of how the Châteauma works. For those of you who might be watching this hoping to understand how the Châteauma operates, I'll briefly explain what's happening as I go along, but I won't go into incredible amounts of detail. As usual, I'm going to say that I write these programs for my own personal enjoyment. I use them to teach and play games on my own. Please don't ask for a copy because I never make these public unless the publisher and I enter into some sort of prior agreement. If you do like what you see, I encourage you to check out some of the other 60-plus board game videos I've made with programs I've written over the years. I'm not going to be teaching the rules for the game itself. If you're watching this, I assume you already know how to play Castles of Burgundy, so I'm only going to be focusing on the Vineyards expansion, the Châteauma, and things like that. In an effort to keep the video moving along, as usual, I'm going to try to not spend too much time coming up with my own moves. In spite of that, in my last Châteauma video, I played at easy difficulty, and I still handily defeated the Châteauma. So in this video, I'm bumping the difficulty up to hard. I'm not going to use any of the modifiers, I don't think. I am going to still choose a random player board. As you can see, I've chosen to include the Vineyards expansion. Yeah, so I think we'll just go with that. I have to begin by selecting my castle space. I'll just start in the middle. I guess I have to get some monasteries right away to break through this little wall here. The Châteauma starts the game with 1 silver, no workers. It doesn't use them. It also starts with 1 of every trade good, as you can see here along the top. I start the game with my 1 silver, 1 worker, 3 random trade goods as usual, and I also begin the game as the start player, unless of course I enabled that modifier that lets Châteauma go first. I've gotten a randomly assigned bonus tile here for the Vineyard expansion, so I'm going to be looking to try to create as long a contiguous line of yellow grapes as possible. If there's one thing to glean from a Châteauma game with the Vineyards expansion, it's that you better end the game with a long line of bonus grapes that exceeds the number of vineyard tiles that the Châteauma takes. Because it just takes Châteauma tiles, and it takes a lot of them. And it assumes that whatever it takes, it forms a contiguous line. So if it grabbed 10 tiles over the course of the game, get whatever that bonus is, some absurdly large number. I am playing with the 2-player Vineyard variant, whereby all the tiles containing 2 randomly chosen grapes are removed from the game. So in this game, we're going to see, I guess, yellow and green and orange and purple, but all the tiles with blue grapes and red grapes, they've been removed. So none of those tiles are going to turn up. That kind of reduces some of the randomness, and at least it helps me because it means more tiles with yellow grapes are going to show up. There's 2 here in the depot, and there's 1 down here in the store. So I'm going to want to try to grab as many of those as possible. So I've rolled a 4 and a 2. And in Depot 2, there is a monastery that I'll probably want to grab. At the end of the game, score 4 victory points for each white castle you placed in your duchy. That's good for me because there are more white castles in the game than any other type of building tile. Though at first glance, I don't see any white castles out here at the moment, at least not in this round. Anyway, still, I can't be too picky since I have to break through this shell of monasteries. So I'm going to take this tile and I'm going to place it with the 4, and that's my first turn. The Châteauma doesn't play with a normal player board like we do. It plays with county cards. It has a deck of about 10 of them, I think, or 9 maybe, and it drew 2. Its primary one on the left and its secondary or alternate card on the right. And to complete one of these, it just has to fill all the empty spaces on the card. As you can see, there's 5 it has to fill here, and there's 4 it has to fill here. On some cards, it only has to fill 3 to complete the card. Whenever it completes the card, it gets the number of points accorded to it based on the difficulty level I've chosen. So I've chosen hard, which, for example, I don't even remember what the number is. It's probably something like 28 points it gets when it completes its card containing 5 spots. We'll verify that when it happens. The county card that it focuses on is based on the white die. If the white die is 1 to 4, it works off of the first card on the left. 1/3 of the time, when the white die is a 5 or a 6, it focuses its attention on the card on the right. The white die was a 1, so it's over here on the left side, and it rolled a 1. And it's going to look for a tile starting in Depot 1 that will be a tile it wants for this card. Now, the first tile it's going to see is this church, and lo and behold, yes, it wants a church. Now, there's also a ship, and it does want a ship, but it chooses priority based in reading order. So, building gets the priority here, so it's going to take this church and place it on this space right here. When the Châteauma takes a church and places it, as you can see, it uses the white die to take a castle, a mine, or a monastery tile from the game board and place it in its reserve. So it's going to probably go right here. Well, there was a 1 on the die. It's going to start in this depot. It's looking for a castle first. That's its highest priority. There's only 1 castle when you're playing a 2-player game, so it's going to take this and place it in its reserve. This is the reserve area over here. It's sort of like our storage where we can keep 3 tiles, but the reserve for the Châteauma is much bigger. It can have every type of tile there and can have a stack of each type, so there's no limit to how many tiles the Châteauma can hold in reserve. When it places a tile on a space containing this icon, surprise, surprise, it's going to take a vineyard tile based on the value of the white die. If it places a tile on a space containing this icon, it's going to also sell goods that turn. So whatever it has the most of breaks ties based on whatever's to the left. So it is going to take the church and put it here. Then it's going to grab the castle and move it into its reserve up in here. It's not doing anything else, so it won't have enough to buy anything with silver. When it does have enough silver to make a purchase, we'll talk about what it does in that case. But right now, it's just taking the church and taking the castle. Castle goes in the reserve. Given that there are only 2 yellow tiles in the depot and the 1 in the store, maybe I should, I'm changing my mind. I'm going to take the yellow grape. Let's see what I need. So I need a 1 or a 4 to begin with. It has to go on this level over here on the left. So I need a 1 or a 4. I've got a 1. And with the 5, I can take this tile, which has yellow grapes, which is good for me. So I'm going to spend my 5 and take this tile. And now I'm going to bring up the large version here again, and I have a 1. I'm going to place it here. It doesn't matter, I suppose. I'll just put the orange in the bottom and the yellow in the middle. That might give me a little more flexibility later on as to where I send my yellow grapes. So yeah, let's just put the orange there. And I'm happy with that. That's going to let me get a building and also gain 2 silver. So I'll take the silver first. And now I can gain a building. And I can't believe there's not 1 white castle anywhere. I guess I'll take one of the markets and hope that maybe the 4 points per market. What is this one? This monastery is, oh good, you're not limited to one building type, one building tile per type in each of the towns. So I'm going to hopefully get that tile as well. So I guess I'll just choose a market. It doesn't really matter. I'll take the one in Depot 6. And now I'll buy this tile right away, and that ensures that I've only left one that the Châteauma might take away from me. But maybe I can get to that one too before the round is out. So it was another 1 on the white die. This time it rolled a 5. So there's a monastery and a mine in Depot 5. I don't want it to get this monastery, but it's not interested, nor is it interested in the mine, because on this county card, there's no monastery or mine space. So it's going to move clockwise to the next depot. There is a tile here with 4 sheep. It is interested in animals, so it's going to take this 4 sheep and score 4 points. As simple as that. A 6 and a 2. So what do I need to place my vineyard tile? I'm looking for a 4, which would be good because it would complete this section and allow me to get another bonus tile. A 6 works, and so does a 2. So either of those work for me. Okay, yeah, I'm going to put the vineyard tile here. And now I'm happy with that. So I'll do this first, place another tile, and I'll place my market, I guess, over here on the 5. That's all I can do. And then I get to take a ship or a green livestock tile. I guess I'm going to take the ship, and I can't place a ship right away, but hopefully I'll get a monastery built up here soon enough. So I'm going to grab a ship because I want to get those built as quickly as possible and keep myself in first place as far as turnover is concerned. So I'm going to take this ship. There's a 6, which I can use, or a 5. I guess I'll take the 6. All right, so now with my 6, I can't place, can't take. I guess I'm going to just sell these 2 right here. And for my purchase, I'm just going to buy another market. So Châteauma rolled a 4. It is going to start in Depot 4, look for a building, and there is a building there. It's going to take this market. When it places a market, it uses the white die to take a ship primarily. If no ship is available, it takes an animal tile. It's going to start in Depot 4 looking for a ship. No ship, no ship. It keeps going clockwise. It found a ship in Depot 1. It's going to take that as its bonus for placing the market. Then it's going to sell goods because it's covering this icon. It has 1 of every trade good, so it's going to sell the number 1 good, gain 2 points and a silver. It will then have 2 silver. With that silver, it would normally go to buy the tile in the Vineyard store, but I've already taken it. So it's going to take the tile or buy the tile from the Black Depot that it has the least of in its reserve. Well, there are animals in a building. It has neither of those in its reserve, and in reading order, animals take priority, so it's going to buy the goats, the first animal tile available to it in the black market. And that's that. Okay, so it's going to place the market, it's going to take the ship, it's going to sell goods, and then buy the goats. And now I'll unpause. Market, ship in the reserve, sell goods, and with its 2 silver, take the goats. Goes into the reserve. Round 1, phase 4, double sixes. Not good for me. They weren't good for me before. They're not good for me now. I guess I'll change one of these to a 5 and take this monastery because I wanted it. And with the 6, I can't place the monastery yet. Still can't place the ship. Still can't place the market. I guess I'll take 2 workers because I'm out of workers. Still working off the left card. The white die was a 3, so it focuses over here. It's now looking for a ship, and only a ship. And there is no ship out here on the game board, so it's not going to take one. It's going to then look at its reserve. Does it have a ship in reserve? Yes, it does. It's going to place that and get the normal bonus for a ship, in which case it takes all the trade goods from the depot containing the most trade goods, breaking ties using the white die. But in this case, it's just going to take the 3 and the 5. Oh, and it's going to advance in turn order and take the start player token away from me. So it's going to be the start player for a while until I can get my ships activated. Here we go. So it places that ship from the reserve. Oh, it's also going to take a vineyard tile based on the value of the white die. So the white die is a 3. It's going to take this vineyard tile from the depot. That's the one I would have liked. So that's the goods that it just sold. It takes that vineyard tile with the yellow grapes. It just, as I said, keeps track of how many tiles it took. So it has 1 so far. Oh, it completed that card, and it has and how many points did it score? So, oh, it's going first, too. So let me pause. I want to verify. Was it 28 points? It's 25 points. I guess it's 21 for normal, 17 for easy, 25 for hard. So it's up. It's already taken a significant lead over me, 31-4. It's going to be a while before I score a lot of big points because I've got these big sections I have to fill, the monastery and the building and so forth. This time, because of the 5 on the white die, it's looking over here on the right side. And it's going to start in Depot 4, nothing there. It gets the mine in Depot 5. It places it here. Doesn't get an immediate effect, but it will get a silver at the end of the round in the same way I would. And that's that. Takes the mine, places it. And now it's my turn. With double 2s. So I'll place my monastery first and get that out. And I'll place my market over here. Because of this, it allows me to do that. And then I can take a ship or, well, there are no ships. So what are my choices? 2 pigs? Is that it? I guess I'm taking 2 pigs. And we move on to round 2. Once again, I'll pause as usual. When the Châteauma completed that card on the left, it took the card on the right and slid it over. So now the card that was previously over here is over here, and it drew a new card from the deck, one with 3 spaces on it. But it's focusing its attention on the left here because the white die was a 3. Châteauma rolled a 3. It's primarily looking for whatever it's in Depot 3 that it can use. It doesn't care for a building, but it will take the animal tile. And it's going to take the 2 pigs and place it here. And it's going to take a vineyard tile. The 3 on the white die means it's going to take this tile in the middle. And lo and behold, in this round, there are no tiles with yellow grapes. That sucks for me. Anyway, the Châteauma will take this tile from the vineyard. That's fine. So that means it'll have 2 tiles. And that's it. So it's going to score 2 points for the pigs and then get another vineyard tile. My turn. I rolled a 2 and a 1. I do want to get the castle from Depot 2, even though I can't place it yet, so I will take that tile, and I guess I'll place the pigs with the 1. Simple for me. Okay, Châteauma rolled a 4. In Depot 4, there is a building and a ship. Doesn't care about either of those. In Depot 5, there's both. Well, it already filled that with a mine. There is a monastery. It's going to take the monastery that scores 4 victory points for each church. Now, it doesn't actually evaluate that at the end of the game. It just scores 4 points per monastery that it owns. So it's going to take that monastery and place it here, and that's that. My turn with a 3 and a 1. Well, I'm tempted to take that 3 and change it to a 2 so I get this one. What's this? At the end of the game, 4 big victory points for each watchtower. And, oh, there's one here too. What's this? Take a hex from the game board, adjust the die by 1, just if you're using a worker. That's pretty nice. Actually, Châteauma isn't looking for a monastery anymore. It filled that one, and there are no other monastery spaces, so it doesn't care about monasteries. So maybe I can worry about a monastery later. I think I'm going to take the church, and I'll place it here with a 1. And that lets me take a mine, monastery, or castle. I guess I'll take the one and only mine and start working on these mines down here, or this one up here. Okay, I'll take the mine. Really gotta get a ship placed. Don't like going second. Okay, it rolled a 3. There is nothing in Depot 3. It's going to take that ship here. Yeah, it doesn't care about buildings. It's going to take this ship, place it here. Takes them. So now there is a tie between Depot 5 and Depot 3. The white die dictates that it starts looking for the most trade goods here, then clockwise, so it's going to take these trade goods from Depot 3 based on the value of the white die, and now it's going to be 2 steps ahead of me in turn order. So it's going to take the ship, place it, hopefully take these trade goods, yep, and advance. And now I've got a 5 and a 4. I'll place my mine with the 4 and complete that section. And with the 5, can't place a ship. Boy, I'd really like to place the castle. I think I'm going to change the 5 to a 6. And I'll place my castle over here. Filled another section. And for the castle bonus, I will place my ship over here on the 1 space, I guess. And then what do I want on as far as trade goods? What's this, a 2 and a 4? A 2, yeah, I'll take those 2. Take the 2 and I'll take the 4. Moving on. It's looking for a castle, and it's going to, oh, no, I already took it. So it's going to skip this. It doesn't care about the monastery. There's nothing here. It's over here now. Doesn't care about the market. Skipping. Oh, there's nothing. So it's looking in its reserve primarily for a castle, and lo and behold, it has one. So it's going to place the castle in this space, and then it's going to take an extra turn based on the value of the white die, which is a 3. So once again, it's going to start here. Nothing in 3. Doesn't care about the building. Well, it's not going to care about any of the tiles. So it looks in its reserve, can't place the animals. It's going to look for a wild tile. It's going to try to fill this mine if it can, but it doesn't have a wild tile. When it can't place for its castle bonus, it just sells goods, I think. Yeah, so I think it's going to sell these 3 trade good 3s. And it's going to gain a silver, and it's going to take this tile from the Vineyard store. So there's the castle from the reserve. It sells the goods because it couldn't place. And then it's going to take this tile. Now it has 3 vineyard tiles. And I've got a 6 and a 5. I guess I'll take the bank. Yeah, I don't care about vineyard tiles right now. I'll take the bank, and I'll place it in the 5. That gets me silver. And with the silver, whenever you want to take a hex, yeah, so I'm going to take that monastery. I don't care so much about that. I like the ship, but I really want the monastery more. So I'll take the monastery for 2 silver. It rolls... Oh. It rolled a 3. It's looking on the right because the white die was a 5. It wants a castle. It's not going to find a castle. There's no castle in its reserve, and it doesn't have a wild tile, which is what this black space is for. When it needs a wild, it's going to go to the black depot and take the first tile that's there. It's not going to spend any silver. So it's going to take these 3 pigs and put it in this space and treat that as whatever it needs the next time it needs a wild tile. So that's good for me because it means it didn't place. And I don't care too much about the 3 pigs, so let them have it. Oh, and it's buying because it had silver, so it bought the tile had the least of in its reserve. It didn't have any buildings or ships. Buildings come first in reading order, so it took the warehouse. Okay, for 2 silver. Okay, I have a 2 and a 1. I'll take the ship with the 1, and I guess I'll place it with the 2 and complete my ship section. So now I'm moving along. Oh, I'm going to get back in first place? I think that's good. Yeah, it is. For 2 goods, I guess I could take either. Châteauma has 2 4s and a 2. I guess I'm going to take the 4. I guess I'm going to take the 4 from Depot 1. Yeah, I'm first player again. Oh, in the end of the round, we each get a silver. And I get to go first. And in this round, no yellow grapes in the store, but 2 yellow grapes in the depots. I rolled a 3 and a 6. For placement, I need a 4 or a 6 or a 5 or a 4. A 4, 5, or a 6 is what I need. So I do have the 6, but the 3 gets me the wrong type of vineyard tile. Actually, Châteauma is not going to be taking a vineyard tile anytime soon because there are no double hex symbols showing. So maybe I'm safe for a moment. I think in that event, I'll place my monastery with the 3. And so that lets me adjust my die by 1 when taking tiles over here. I'm interested in this monastery, but I'm also interested in the mine. There's only 1 mine, and I know that's what it's looking for, so I'm going to take it while it's available. And it's looking for a mine, and there is no mine out here, but it now has a wild tile in its reserve. It doesn't have a mine in its reserve, but it does have a wild tile. So it's going to use these 3 pigs to serve as a mine. That will let it complete this county card, so it's going to score for that. It's also going to sell goods, meaning it's going to have 2 silver, and it's going to take this tile from the store that I don't really care about. So it takes the pigs, fills that mine space, completes the card. went from 43 to 65. So what's that, 22 points? Takes the tile from the store. Now it has 4 vineyard tiles to my 2. 4 and a 3. I think a 4 was usable, right? Again, I'm stuck with the 3 though, and this is not the tile I want. I could spend a worker. Yeah, okay, 3 to a 2, take this tile, and then with a 4, I can complete this section. I can also go over here. Actually, filling another section right now is not my top priority. If I place here, that means I need a 6. If I place here, I'm more flexible. I can do with a 6 or a 3. I guess I'll place here. That's going to get me 4 workers. That's good. And let me place a tile, that mine that I have. Okay, so I'm going to go here. So now I've got 3 yellows in a row. I'm good with that. I'm going to take my 4 workers. Oh, did I misread that? Take a gray mine or yellow monastery or Burgundy castle from, okay, yeah, I guess I did. So, I'll take the one and only castle. Châteauma rolls a 6 on the left. It wants a castle. It's not going to find one because I just took it. And it doesn't have one, and it's a reserve, and it doesn't have a wild tile, so it's going to take the first available tile from the Black Depot, which is a boarding house, and make it a wild tile so it can fill that castle space on its next turn. Fortunately, when it uses a wild tile, it's also buying the thing it has the least of. It now has 2 animal tiles. It had 1 previously. It has 1 building in reserve, but animals get priority, so it took the first animal in the Black Depot for 2 silver, the 3 sheep. I was going to say, fortunately, when it uses a wild tile to fill a space, it doesn't get the bonus. So it's not going to get the castle bonus when it uses that wild to fill that space. Okay, where are we anyway? Yeah, round 3, phase C. I got a 4 and a 3. Yeah, I guess I'm going to take this monastery with the 4 and make it a 5. And I'll place it over here in the other 3 space. I don't know, that may not have been the best move, considering I have a mine, but I don't know, I would have needed to spend a worker. I could have spent a worker. I don't know, whatever, that's what I did. I filled a section, though, so that got me some points. Where are we? 65 to 35. I'm still way behind. It rolled a 4. It's looking for a castle. It's going to use the boarding house as a wild, but it's not going to get the castle bonus. But it will complete the card. Went from 65 to 81. Round 3D. 4 and a 1. There's a market, there's a boarding house. Okay, well, I'm going to take the market. Okay, and now I'm going to change the 1 to a 6 and place the market and finish off that section. Oh, I guess I could have placed the castle too. Maybe that would have been better. Well, it's too late. I placed the market. Choose a blue ship or a green livestock tile. I'll take the ship from Depot 4. It's working on the left. It rolled a 4. It's looking for just about anything from Depot 4. There is a building there. It's going to take the boarding house and put it in the first space. And for boarding houses, it doesn't take workers. It just scores 2 points. So a very simple turn for the Châteauma. It's ahead 83 to 56. Round 3E. End of round 3 already. Place the mine with the 5. And place the ship with the 1 and finish that section off. It's not big, but it's something. What do I need here trade good wise? I'll take the 5 from depot 4, I guess. Oh, I get to choose from an adjacent depot. I wasn't thinking about that. There's a 1 that I don't care about, and a 3 and a 2. Oh, I guess I'll take the 2. Yep. It rolls a 4 on the left. Nothing in depot 4, nothing in depot 5. It's going to take the boarding house from depot 6, place it here, score 2 points, and then use the white die to take this tile from the depot, the one I don't care about, which is good. And then we'll end the round, and it's going to get a silver, and I'm going to get 2 silver. Boarding house, 2 points. Take the vineyard tile. Oh, and that's the end of the round. I never got that vineyard tile. Round 4. That wasn't good. I shouldn't have let that vineyard tile go by. Oh, now there's a double yellow, though. That makes up for it. And there are 2 yellows over here. I rolled a 2 and a 6. I definitely want to buy that double yellow from the store. And now I've got a bunch of silver. But first, what do I need to place again? A 4 or a 6 or a 5 or a 3. Just about anything. 3, 4, 5, or 6. What if I take that with the 6 and then place with the 2? I could change the 2 to a 3. All right, let's do that. Let's take that. Let's change that to a 3. And where was the 3? Here. We'll go either side. It's going to get me 2 silver. And take a ship or a livestock. I guess I'm focusing on ships. It doesn't really matter. I'll put the orange here and the yellow in the other space. Good with that. Take 2 silver. What's the Châteauma going to do? It's over here. There's a 6 here, meaning it's going to take this tile from the depot. Don't care too much about that. It may sell goods if it goes here. What are the monasteries? 4 points per market. Oh, boy, I need that. What's this one? 4 points per warehouse. Don't care about that. If it takes the monastery and places and sells goods, then it's going to take this double yellow. I can't let that happen. But what are the odds of that? There are lots of, there's green, there's brown. So that's only going to happen if it rolls a 2 or a 5. So the odds are 1 out of 3 that I'm going to lose the double yellow, but the odds are 2 out of 3 that I won't. Oh, I do want to fill this animal section too, and pigs would be nice. Alright, I'm going to go with the odds and take the 3 pigs and hope to God it doesn't roll a 2 or a 5. Oh, and I can purchase. Yeah, I guess I'll buy the castle. Alright, here we go. No 2, no 5, no 2, no... Oh, it rolled a 1. Phew. Okay. So it's going to find a building. It's going to take... Oh, there's a White Castle. What do you know? And it's going to take it. It's the only White Castle out there. Just when I said White Castles are going to be all over the place, they're not. It's already round 4, and I haven't seen too many of them. It's going to place the White Castle there, then use the 6 take a tile that has the fewest of in its reserve. It's got buildings. It doesn't have any ships. It doesn't have any castles. I guess castles is its highest priority. I think it's going to take the castle from Depot 2 and put it in its reserve. I think that's what it's going to do. And it won't have any silver, so it won't be buying. So I'm good there. Oh, so there's the white castle. It takes the red castle, puts it in its reserve. I've got 2 workers. I'm going to get the pigs. I'm going to change the 3 to a 4. Place the pigs. Gets me 5 points for the pigs and lots of points for... And now what do I do with the 2? I need a 6 to place a castle. Not good. Really pushing my luck on that double yellow. Oh, I guess I'll take the town hall. And I'm not purchasing. And I hope... well, it's focusing over here, and it's not going to... it might very... Oh, no, it's not going to be selling goods. And it's not going to be taking a warehouse. So I think I'm safe again as far as the vineyard store is concerned. So I'm not buying. It rolls a 6. Doesn't care about the carpenter's workshop. Doesn't care about the ship. It's going to go take this monastery, the one that I didn't want, the 4 points per warehouse. That's good. And it's just going to put it in the middle. All right. A 2 and a 1. Okay, so let's place the town hall with the 1. And then I'll place the castle with the 6. And then I'll place the other castle with the 6. Well, for my extra action. That takes care of my castle, so I got the 5-point castle bonus tile. And now with my free action, I'll take the mine and place it with my 2 and complete the mine section. And now I'll get my double yellow that I want. Oh, I got the mine bonus too. All right. Good turn for me. 2 on the right. Nothing in Depot 2. There are 2 cows in Depot 3. It'll take the cows, place it here. 5 on the white die means it'll take the orange and the green and grapes, and it'll have 6 tiles. But there's still that yellow and green here that I want. Round 4D coming up. What do I need? I need a 2 or a 6. And I roll a 3 and a 4. It's over here, so it's not going to be taking the vineyard tile. I'll take the bank from 4. Oh, yeah. I'll use the 4 to take the bank. And I guess I can place it in either spot. It doesn't matter. I'll just place it over here. Gets me 2 silver. Now with the 2 of my 3 silver... Do I want the church or the ship? I think I want the ship. I'll take the ship. Yeah, maybe I'll want the church. I'm not sure. It rolled a 4. It's looking for either a mine or a castle, and it's not going to find either one of those. It does have a castle in its reserve, so it's going to place that. And then it's going to want a mine for its extra action. And it doesn't, there are no mines anywhere, and it doesn't have a mine, and it doesn't have a wild tile, so it's going to just sell goods as a default. It'll get a silver, And it's got 2 animals, and what is it looking for from the Black Depot? It's got 2 animal tiles, it's got 1 building tile, so of these 2, it's going to give the church priority. It's going to take the church for 2 silver, I think. Places the castle, sells goods because it couldn't do anything else, and I think it'll buy the church. Yes. Round 4E. I roll 4 and a 1. Gotta get those double grapes placed. We're gonna need a 2 or a 6. Alright, I'll change the 1 to a 2. And I'll place with the 2. Where was that? Right here. Oh, shoot. I could have placed with the... Darn it. I could have placed here. But this is a little more flexible. I'm just going to place here. Yeah, I'll just do that. Okay, what do I get? Depot goods and place another tile. Well, I'll place the other tile. I'll place the ship up here. And for the ship benefit, I guess I can take the 2 from here. I really should be selling goods, but I'm so focused on the vineyard expansion. Oh, and now I get to take another, and now an adjacent one. So there's a 1, 3, 6, and there's a 6, so I can't use that, so I'll cancel. And then I get to take another trade good for the vineyard benefit. Yeah, so I guess I'll just take the 4. And then adjacent wise, I don't need 3s, and I don't need 1s or 6s, so I can't use that again. That's a lot of good that effect is getting me. Oh, now I've got a 4. What's this monastery? Oh, yeah, 4 points per market. I definitely want that. It rolls a 1 on the left. It's looking for a mine now. It doesn't have a mine. It's reserved. Doesn't have a wild tile. It's just going to take the goats from the Black Depot for free and use it as a wild and not place a tile this round. And that's going to take us into round 5. And I got 3 silver and it got 1. There are 2 tiles with yellow grapes. 1 in the depot, 1 in the store. I've got 6 so far, so the best I'm going to be able to do is 8. And it's at 6. So I don't want it to get vineyard tiles if at all possible. On its turn, it is going to take a mine and complete this county card. And for me, I rolled a 4 and a 5, which means I could place here or here. Oh, placing with a 5 would let me get the vineyard tile, the other one that I want. And it'll let me also take a building. What's out there as far as buildings? There's markets. Wow, so many markets. And again, no white castles. There's a crane and a town hall on the depot. So I'm going to buy these tiles from the store because I got plenty of money. What was that benefit again? Get a vineyard tile and a building, which means I got to get this monastery out of here to make room. I need a 5 to do that, or a 1. The amount of workers. Shoot. Although, wait a minute, I know what the Châteauma is going to do. It's going to use its wild tile and complete this county card. So I'm not at risk of it taking a vineyard tile. So I'm going to place the monastery with the 5. That's worth 12 points. And maybe 16. I don't know what I'm going to roll next turn. I guess I'd better take the workers. Yeah. Châteauma rolls a 3. It is going to use the bonus tile. No, it's going to take the mine. It's now the beginning of the round, so another mine came out. So it's going to take the mine and complete that county card. It's up to 116, but the score is now close. I'm competing. Okay, double 5s. Well, I guess I didn't need the workers, because 5s are good for me. Place those. Happy with that. I'll take the vineyard tile from the depot that I want. And then for the building, I'm taking that market. And now with the 5, I could place down here. I'll do it this way. So now I've got my 8 yellows. Score 4 victory points and use an action with the white die, which is a 6. And with the 6, where you want to place a beige building, you can change the value of the die. I guess I'll take this monastery so I can get my monastery section completed finally. And I guess with my silver, I'll buy the crane. I don't need the monastery. So yeah, I'll take the crane. It rolls a 1. It's going to take the carpenter's workshop and put it in the first space. For the carpenter's workshop, it uses the white die to take a building. There's a 6, so it's going to take the boarding house, put it in its reserve. Two and a 1. I'll place the monastery, get that done. That's a load of points for me. Oh, I've taken the lead, 139 to 116. Now with the 2, as much as I want to use the crane, I want to get this market out for sure, because that's worth another 4 points. That lets me take a ship. Or a livestock, I'll take the ship from down here. It rolls a 2 on the left. There's a monastery there. It's going to take it. It's going to sell goods. What's out here? Mine, monastery, building. It's going to take the mine for its reserve. Sells the 1, number 2, and it should take the mine, which is really hard to see. Those are so dark. And it should put that in its reserve, yes. Three and a 2. Place the ship with the 2. Taking trade goods and not selling any of them. I haven't done any trade good actions at all this game. Maybe 1. Choose a depot adjacent. There's ones I can't use that again. Cancel. And now I'll place the, of a 3, I can place the crane here. And what's my best option? Oh, I need a ship. What's that, a market? I'm sure I could get the points for it, but I'm going to use the benefit of the market for the crane and take the ship. Rolls a 5. And it's looking for a building, and it's going to take a vineyard tile that I don't really care about. But that's going to get it up to 7. I don't want to let it get it. I can't let it get to 8. Shoot. I wasn't fully aware of that. Nothing there. There is pigs there. Is it going to take the bank? Yeah, it's going to take the bank. Take 2 silver. It's a 3 here, so it'll take the double greens. And then it doesn't have any monastery, so it'll buy the monastery from the depot, the black depot. Takes the bank, gets 2 silver, buys the monastery. Oh, it takes the tile for the vineyard tile. It's up to 7. Completes the card, takes the lead, and then takes the vineyard tile. Yes. I'm sorry, the monastery. I'm really tired. This is the last round of the game, the last turn of the game. 5 and a 1. And it's over here, and the odds are good it's going to take this tile and get to 8. I don't want it to. I think I have to take that before it does. As much as I don't care, I got a hate draft. Because at this 5 and a 1, I could take it with the 1. Then I'd have to change the 5 to a 6 or a 4. I guess I'd change it to a 4 and then take an orange bonus tile. Yeah, so I'm going to take this with my 1. Actually, should I just dump it or should I place it? It'll cost me a worker. Yeah, I'm going to change my 5 to a 4. I want that bonus tile, even though it's only going to get me, 3 points, but maybe I should have dumped it. Oh, shoot. I should have, yeah, I should dump it. And just, well, I can just ignore it and just place the ship, because the ship is worth more points. As long as it doesn't get that tile. Yeah, I'm going to place the ship. It's worth more points for me. And then for trade goods, I don't even know anymore. There's probably nothing left that I can use. I need a 2, 4, 5. 1, 6, 3. 1, 3, 5. And again, on no adjacents. Okay, last turn. It takes a 2. It rolls a 2. Depot 2. It doesn't want a castle. It's going to take the goats and just score 3 points. Does it have other goats? It doesn't score for goats in the reserve. It doesn't have any goats up here. It would score if it had goats, but it doesn't. So it's just going to take the goats and score, and that's kind of it. And lo and behold, it wouldn't have taken the vineyard tile anyway. And that is going to end the game. I got 3 silver, it got 2, and 218 to 198. I'll take it. Whew. Okay, yeah, so I get my points as usual. Nothing fancy there. Châteauma had 3 monasteries. 1, 2, 3. It would have gotten for monasteries here, but it doesn't have any of its county cards. So it gets 4 points per monastery. That's 12. It gets 1 point per unsold good. It only had 1, number 6. 1 point per silver. It had 2 silver. It gets 1 point per tile, and it's a reserve. And it's saying it has 8. So I'll believe it. And so it got 8 points. And then it gets 2 points for every tile in its county cards. There are 2 tiles here, so that's worth 4. And then for its 7 vineyard tiles, it scored 28, as opposed to my 8, which scored 36. So it's only a difference of 8 points. so I still had a comfortable lead. So I didn't have to worry as much as I thought I did. Even if it got as many as 8 vineyard, maybe I wasted time taking that vineyard tile. But whatever, I'm happy with it. If you think the Châteauma made any mistakes in this video, please let me know, assuming you watched the video. It was longer than I wanted it to be. Please like and subscribe. I really thank you a lot for watching. Bye-bye.